Pass me not, O gentle Savior. Hear my humble cry, singing while on earth thou art calling. Oh, do not pass me by. Let me at thy throne of mercy. Would you let me at thy throne of mercy? Find a sweet relief. Would you find kneeling there in deep contrition, kneeling there, deep contrition. Would you help my unbelief? We're calling you, say, oh, say, oh, hear my humble. Thou calling, oh, do, Lord have mercy, do not pass me by. Let me say it again. We're calling you, say, oh, say, Lord have mercy, oh, hear my humble. Mercy. Oh, do not pass me by. One more time. We're calling you, say, oh, say, hear my humble. While on earth thou calling, not
And I don't know all these old school songs stuff. Like, what key we in? I'm country. Take me to D flat C sharp, dog. We like black keys. We like black keys. Stuff like, I'm a soldier in the army. We went to the same church. To the same church. You know, I'm a soldier in the I'm a soldier. Let's go. Everybody clap your hands. I got about 2 minutes to let this go. Y'all ready? They would sing this, Mom. I don't know why they would say, if I die, let me die. I'm like, why would Everybody clap your hands. Gonna ride it. 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 2, 3. So I grew up on stuff like that, and I didn't understand the songs. And so another song will come out of the blue. Some of y'all may not know this. You may. They will say, something on the inside, working on the outside. Oh, what a change in my life. I told you. Something on the inside, working on the outside. Oh, what a change in my life. And then we'll do it. Everybody clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands. So I was little, and so I just remember moving around, clapping my hands and jumping. And I'm like, bruh, these songs are really, really good. So somebody will jump up, and then you'll hear another one like this. It will say, living, he loved me. Die. Come on, church, freed me forever. One day is coming back. Glorious day. Come on, one more time. Living, he loved it. Da-da-da-da, saved me. Buried, he carried my sin. Free me forever. Come on, y'all. One day. Let's go, God bless. Here we go. Everybody clap your hands. I'm going down memory lane. 1, 2, 3. Jesus, I'll never forget what you done for me. You say what? Jesus, I'll never say how you what? Oh, Jesus, I'll never forget. No, never. I said, God is a good God. Come on, church. I said, God is a good God. I said, God is a good God. I said, God is a good God. Last time, y'all, everybody clap your hand. Clap your hand. Now, the devil's in between it. Clap your hand. Everybody clap your hand. So I grew up on stuff like that. I didn't, since this is our first time, we on a date tonight.
Come join us at Victory Community Church, the genesis of joy, where we are placing Jesus back at the center of the community. Every Sunday at 10 a.m., under the leadership of Senior Pastor Otis Petteway III. Experience victory with us, where we preach, teach, and praise with victory in mind.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us for our Tuesday night Bible study. I'm going to ask everybody that's watching me live tonight that you're joining us from across all social media platforms. I'm going to ask that you hit that like button, hit that share button, get the word out that we are live tonight. Thank you all so much for being on with us tonight for our Bible study. Tuesday night was when we have our Bible study class. And so I'm asking everybody that's watching us across all social media platforms to hit that share button. If you are watching us and you're in the chat, get us in the comment section. I want to just shout out some people that I'm seeing tonight. Thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Thank you all so much, man. I don't know if y'all saw, if you were at church Sunday, man, I don't know what to tell you. Sunday's message was incredible. Sunday's service as a whole was incredible. Victory is like none other. And so I'm asking everybody to hit that share button. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. It's free. It's free. It's free. I promise you it's free. Not going to cost you a dime. If you hit that share button, get the word out that we are live here tonight. We're live. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everyone. We getting the word out that we're live. I see the numbers climbing. Thank you all. I appreciate y'all so much. Let me give you a couple of announcements, and then we're gonna get into tonight's lesson. Thank you all, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are so amazing. If you're watching us and you can hear me, can you comment in the comment section? Let me make sure that I know that you're watching and you are able to participate with us in our tonight's lesson. Tonight we're gonna deal with something very, and do something a little different. Something a little different tonight. A little different. We're gonna talk. About what we talked about Sunday, but we're going to talk about it from a little different point of view. Talk about what we talked about Sunday, but from a different point of view. So let's get into a couple of announcements. First thing, this Sunday is Go Western Sunday. This Sunday is Go Western Sunday. So I'm asking everybody, pull out your Western attire, pull out your boots and your backpacks, pull out your button downs, your cowboy boots, your Wranglers, your Levi's, your Rustlers. That's what I was trying to think of the other one. Pull out your Western attire. Come out and join us this Sunday at 10 a.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn in Pearland, Texas. This Sunday morning at 10 a.m. I promise you, you don't want to miss it. Tomorrow night on Zoom, we're going to have prayer. We're going to have prayer tomorrow night on Zoom at 7 p.m. Please, sir, please, ma'am, join us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for a time in God on tomorrow night. If you have not already, you should have caught on that this month of March is about movement, momentum, and maturity. And so we've been dealing with this thing from a very deep and detailed place. And we've been dealing with this thing called our mind. And so last Sunday, we talked about the church's mind and the mission. Sunday, we talked about the mind of the human and how we deal with this thing of change and how we operate. And so I'm asking everybody that can, please, sir, please, ma'am, get the word out that we're going to be talking about it this Sunday, every Sunday at 10 a.m. and every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Movement, momentum, and maturity. Movement, momentum, and maturity. Palm Sunday, March 29th at 10 a.m. Plan to join us Palm Sunday at 10 a.m. for a time of worship. Last but not least, we're going to have our Resurrection Sunday experience on April the 5th at 10 a.m. Y'all join us for these awesome times. So much happening at Victory, but we're excited about it. Last but not least, our Lent time that we're going to be celebrating. Our fast this week is secular music. We're going to do no secular music this entire week, and so take the playlist, put it in the background. You don't want to join in with this week. No secular music this week, so plan to join us in that fast. I am excited tonight's lesson. Good to see you all. Let me see you in the chat so I can recognize you. I see the Randons are here, the Powells are here, Brown's here, Sister Stewart's here. I see the Higgins is here, the Davis family is here. I see you all. Sister Carla's here, Sister Jackie is here, Sister Jordan is here, Ramsey, Gims, the Ford family, Bishop Harris, good to see you. Sister Gamble, good to see you. Y'all, I'm excited. I want you all to do, I'm gonna do something I never do. I'm gonna put tonight's lesson, and I'm gonna ask you all before I even give you the scripture. I'm gonna ask you to hit this title. Sister Robinson, good to see you. Sister Angela, good to see you. Do the work. I want you to put that in the chat for me. Do the work. Do the work. Sister Chiplin Leach, good to see you. Do the work. I need y'all to put that in the chat for me tonight. Do the work. Sister Bronson Millard, good to see you. Do the work. Put that in the chat for me. Let's blow that up tonight. Do the work. That's what we're asking everybody to do. If you don't do nothing else, you got to do the work. So put that in the chat for me. Do the work. I see it coming. I see it building up. I see y'all. Do the work. Let's get into tonight's lesson. Ephesians 24, Ephesians 4, verse 22 through 24. Ephesians 4, verse 22 through 24 says this. You were taught with regard to your former way of life to put off your old self, which is being corrupted by its deceitful desires, to be made new in the attitude of your mind, and to put on the new self created to be like God in true righteousness and holiness. Let's read verse 23 one more time. To be made new in the attitude of your minds, and put on the new self created to be like God in true righteousness and holiness. I want to talk about do the work, 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 do the work. I think that as believers, I think as walkers of this life with God, everybody wants to be used by God. Everybody wants God to put them on display. Everybody wants God to reign and rule and have residency. But not everybody wants to do the work that being used by God requires. When we say do the work, this is not about volunteering. We don't mean serving. We mean showing up more. We don't mean showing up more than often. The work we're talking about today is the inner work. Work, I need y'all to hear me tonight. Workless worship is worthless worship. Ooh. I'm jumping in a deep end already. Workless worship is worthless worship. If you are not willing to do anything, but want God to do everything, it's not worth a thing. We work by telling ourselves every day what we should do, what we shouldn't do. But have you actually done the work? Have you ever understood that the work is learning? See, sometimes the work starts off by learning who you really are. I have struggled more in my life because I didn't know who I really was. Biggest fight I've ever had was with me, because I couldn't yield to the new me because I never took time to learn the new me or the old me. Ooh. Paul says it like this: putting away the former things. The problem is, if you did not take an assessment, you cannot tell me what the former things are. Ooh. So you struggle in your mind, you struggle in your heart, you struggle in your spirit because you don't understand that life is what it is. Life has been what it is. Life has been working to be what it has been. And all of the struggles that you have had in your life has been not always outer attacks. Sometimes the biggest struggle we've had to fight is, do you even know you? You keep saying you don't, I'm not who I used to be. Who were you? Who were you? What did you like? Because if you're embracing the new you, have you taken an assessment to say this is who I am? They used to sing a song, God made me who I am. Who are you? I didn't say, what do you do? Who are you? What's the mindset behind you? What do you believe? Come here, Ephesians. Let's read it one more time because it didn't got tight in here because they was expecting me to go over Sunday again. We done with that. We're gonna dig deeper on Tuesday night. You were taught that with regard to the former way of life, to put off your old self, which is being corrupted, by its deceitful desires. But what were they? See, we spend a lot of time talking about putting off your old self, which was being corrupted by your evil deceitful desires. But we don't talk about that them desires were you. Ooh, you were your desires. Y'all don't want to talk to me. I didn't say you were your actions. I say, what did them deceitful desires make you become with your old self? It's right. Let me put my hand on it. With your old self. I need y'all to put that in the chat for me. Old self, old self, old self. I'm working the screen tonight. Old self, old self. That's who you need to put. Old self. Yeah. Because you cannot appreciate, you cannot communicate, you cannot, unless you've been manipulated, you cannot say what you've been healed from, what you've been delivered from, what you've been made whole from, if you don't know your old self. You've been corrupted by your deceitful desire. But what did it make you? How has it changed you? I don't walk the way I used. That stuff we used to say. I don't walk the way I used to walk. I don't talk the way I used to talk. But what how did you talk? Let's talk about it. Let's say who you really were. Because until you're ready to deal with pulling that old self, you'll never pull it all off. Ooh. Ooh. And some of us, y'all don't want to talk to me tonight, cannot get delivered because you refuse to put hands on that old self. My God. My God. Old self. Old self. How do you know it's old self? Because it's been corrupted. It's not pure. It's not, watch this. It is not godly. Ooh. Yeah, you were taught with regards to the former way of life. When you were taught better, you should do better. Yeah, when you were taught better, you should do better. And when you get ready to do better, pull off that old self. Yeah. See, I'm not ashamed of my old self. I'm only ashamed if I plan on still being my old self. Ooh. I'm not ashamed that I'm not of what I used to be. I'm only ashamed if I've been taught, you were taught, that my old self is corrupt, but I'm staying my old self. My God, today, let me get into my lesson because I can sit my head. 3 things I'm gonna get out of y'all way. The first thing is your mind is your map. Y'all don't want to talk to me tonight. Somebody put this word in there. Map. Your mind is your map. It's your map. Your mind. The first part of the work is you have to understand who's doing the driving. Ooh. Have you been thinking? Have you been Have you processed it? See, your mind is how you perceive your reality. It doesn't matter if the opportunity is amazing if your mind sees the opportunity as a threat. Your mind is the map. Ooh. Yeah, your mind will play tricks on you. Your mind. Is the filter of life. It's because if you want to know what's on your mind, you have to understand that your mindset is the lens in which you see every opportunity, relationship, or decision. Your mind. So if your mind, let's go back to this other word, is contaminated, then you'll always have a contaminated view. Am I making sense to somebody tonight? Of every opportunity, choice, and relationship. So if the mind is messed up, your map is messed up. And how can you be used by God with a jacked up mind? Because a mind shaped in pain will pursue comfort over growth. Ooh. A mind shaped in fear will pursue safety over purpose. A mind that's shaped in scarcity will pursue survival instead of abundance. And so the problem is, what has shaped your mind? You don't pursue what's best for you. You pursue what your mindset tells you is available. Because your mind is your map. And it's corrupt and you have not pulled it off. It will contaminate your thought process. Your thinking will be stinking thinking because it's processing from a bad, old place. Yeah. See, to the person that thinks poor, abundance is either an illusion or an exemption. And it is either not real or it's not for me. Because when your mindset is poor, then you'll understand that I cannot have rich habits with a poor mindset. Because your mind is the map. You would never achieve beyond the shape, status of your mind. If you want to know the size person you are, look at the size of things around you. Because a big person will take a small thing and make it big because he's a big person. A small person will take a big thing and bring it down to size because if he is small, he will reduce it to be what he is yet comfortable with. Your mind is your map. So the dilemma that I have tonight is the issue is not what God is handing out. The issue is how big is your mind? Can you handle what God has in store for you, or are you going to bring it down to size? Is God limited, or have you limited God by what you think? My God, I hope I'm helping tonight. To be used by God, you have to know what your mind has been telling you about who you are and what you deserve. Doing the work means asking, what have I been consistently chasing? And that answer would tell you what your current mindset believes about you. I need y'all to put this in your notes if you are taking notes. The pursuit reveals the mindset. The mind is the map. You want to know what you're thinking? Look at what you're doing. I said to someone, if you want to know the type of farmer, if you want a type of farmer, don't go out and ask them what they grow. Look in the field. If I see cotton, that's no reason why I should be asking you what you're growing. If I see apple trees with apples on the tree, I know what you're doing. The problem is that we struggle because how can we do this without understanding this is what that we're doing? Your mind is your map. Second thing, I'm getting out of here because y'all didn't come to talk to me tonight. Renew the map. Reroute the journey. Ooh, renew the map. Reroute the journey. I hope I'm helping. Once you see what your mindset has been producing, the next part of the work begins. I want y'all to put this word in the chat for me tonight because I don't have no help tonight, so I'm gonna need y'all to help me. After you take assessment, you have to then do application. First thing is assessment. That's the map, is the mind, figuring out what you got. Second thing is the application. Reroute the journey. I'm sorry, not application. Second thing is adjustments. Ooh. Second thing, application. Second thing is adjustment. Somebody put that in the chat. Adjustments. Because once you realize who you are, the good work can start. God doesn't tell you to stop wanting what you want. He offers something far better and redirects your desires entirely. Ooh. Yeah. He gives you adjustments that he gives you different, because you have to understand that what you've been doing has been a forced process when God says, I got a smooth process. Come here real quick, because change is a smooth process. Because when you change your mind, the process gets smoother. So okay, I give it to you through nature. I give it through nature. A caterpillar doesn't try to become a butterfly. He just submits to the process. If the caterpillar breaks the process, trying to force it to happen, he will never go through the change that's meant for him to come out beautiful. How many times have we kept crawling because we refused to yield ourselves to the process? And if you yield yourself to the process, then you can come out flying. Oh my God. Let's not talk beauty because it's in the eye of the beholder. But how many times has your point of view not changed because you came in crawling and didn't submit to the process, and you could have left out flying? But you came in with questions. You came in trying to tell God how to be God. You came in with your rules and regulations. You came in with your contaminated, stinking thinking. You came in with all of this stuff that did not matter at all. And what God said was, not me, what God said was, I got an animal that will crawl into something, create a cocoon, come out a totally different person. And if I can do that with something that cannot give me praise, glory, and honor, what do you think I can do if you let me take some adjustments in you? When the mind is renewed, what you used to crave starts to lose its appeal. Y'all don't want to talk to me. It's not that it. See. We've demonized people that used to say that. It's not you, it's me. That's what it is, baby. It's not you. You didn't change. I really did, though. I am not the same. I wish I could tell you I am. I'm not. I'm no longer the same. I refuse to be the same. I cannot go back to what I used to. I'm not comfortable over there. They don't like me over there. I don't deal with them over there. Because guess what? You think that I'm fighting you. But what am I fighting? That you were taught with regard to the former way of life to put off your old self, which being corrupted by its deceitful desires. I ain't mad at you. I'm just not him no more. What happened? I pulled it off. You act different. I pulled it off. See, there's a difference. I need y'all to hear me. There's a difference between a slip, ooh, and a dive. Both get you in the water. But the difference between the two is this one word, intent. And the problem is that what's in my head, I've made my mind up that I don't even like that no more. It's not behavior management, it's desire redirection at the root level. After I realize I'm corrupt, and I get ready to pull off the old me. What do I do when I pull off the old me? This is the process. This is the work. What's the work, Pastor? To be made new in the attitude of your mind, to put on the new self, created to be like God in true righteousness and holiness. I didn't say to be God, to be like Him. I didn't say I'm not jacked up. I didn't say I'm not crazy. I didn't say I don't have my own issues. What did you say, Pastor? I'll tell you what I said. I said I'm being made new. That's my adjustment. I'm on my way. You that? But I'm on my way. I'm what the old folks say, I'm heaven bound. I ain't in the heaven yet though. I'm bound for Mount Zion. Way out on the hill. If anybody asks me, surely I will. Oh, y'all don't talk to me. So watch this. You cannot get the best from God until He has access to the real you. And you cannot give God access to the real you if you don't know you. God don't want no coward soldier. He don't want no fake soldier either. I'd rather deal with somebody that's dealing with the real them than somebody faking it for a show. They got a saying with undercover cops, they say you in too deep. That means you've been undercover so long, you don't know whether the cover stops and you start. Have you been made new? First thing, your mind is your map. Second thing, renew the map, reroute the journey. Third and final thing we see in this text is a new map leads to new destination. A new map leads to a new destination. We took they took this on Sunday. I give it to you a different way tonight. When you change what you think, you change what you pursue. When you change what you pursue, you change what you desire. When you change what you desire, you change where you end up. Let me say it again for the people in the back of the class. When you change what you think, you change what you pursue. When you change what you pursue, you change what you desire. When you change what you desire, you change where you end up. A changed mind does not just feel different. It arrives you at a different destination. And when you really realize that you're at a different destination than you were at the first time, it gives you a level of peace. because you realize, I thought I was getting it. If I've gotten all of this with my old self, how much could I get if I yield this all to him? If I really let go and let God, how much could God have with me? If I do the work, not if I wake up and holiness is taking over me. If I wake up and say moment by moment, minute by minute, I'm going to destroy this old me. A changed mind changes habits. Not because you're forced by them to change, but because you no longer want what the old habits produced. Have you gotten sick and tired of being sick and tired? Have you gotten tired of getting what you've been getting? I think some of us have struggled because you don't understand. You can't get from God what you want to get from God. And do that at the same time. God has better in store for me. I'm done. Put it in the chat one more time when we get out of here. Do the work. Do the work. Do the work. That's all I'm asking you to do. Do the work. What's the work? I don't know. Whatever it is you need to pull off, whatever it is you need to address, I can give you this. I can give you this one for free. God won't deliver what you won't face. What you going to have to do? Do the work. You want the voices in your head to tell you to stop? Do the work. You got the old you talking to the new you and they fighting each other? Do the work. You got a thing in your head that's telling you, man, that you might not get out of this one. No, that's the devil, baby. Do the work. What's the work, Pastor? Ephesians 4:22. You were taught in regard to the former thing, way of life, to pull off the old self, which has been corrupted by deceitful desires. This is it, y'all. I'm really done because I could spend a lot of time on this tonight. Then how do you know it's been corrupted? Because you have to at least be willing to admit the desires were deceitful. And if the desires have been deceitful, they've corrupted. And if they've been corrupted, you got to be ready to pull them off. Being made new in the attitude of your mind. To put on the new self. Y'all, he doesn't leave you uncovered. He doesn't tell you, take off the old you and nothing will happen. He said, take off the old self and put on something else. I already have the new you ready. And the perks and the benefits of the new you only get when you do the work. God, we love you. We honor you. We appreciate you tonight, God, as we come by here praying for you to touch, heal, and deliver. Somebody needs you tonight. Somebody needs to feel your spirit. Somebody needs to feel your anointing. Somebody needs to feel your touch, that they can see that this renewed mind, this changed mind, this shifted mind will be what you need us to be. We will have what you would call us to have. We will be able to reign, rule in every area of our lives. God, thank you as what you started as a sermon is shifting to revival in our spirits. And we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but in the spirit we reign right now, God, for every mindset, every stronghold that needs to be brought down. We claim the old thing pulled off, removed. Transform us. Make us new, make us whole. In Jesus' name we do pray. Amen. Y'all, let's prepare to give tonight. I'm really excited about what God is doing, and so let's prepare to give tonight as we sow tonight our seed. Man, I'm really trying my best not to come live tomorrow because this thing is still on me. Because I want us to get your mind right, get your mind right, and it's probably sitting with me because I've been having to tell myself. Sometimes the best lessons is the lessons you got to tell your doggone self. Get your mind right, get your mind right, and so. We ain't doing secular music this week anyway. So thank y'all so much. If we ask everybody to join in with us to see the $25 tonight, $25 tonight, we sow a minimum of $25. This is your night to tithe. This is your night to give a tithe. We ask that you do so. We ask that you give a tithe tonight. If you are giving your seed tonight, please do so. We thank you all so much for what you're doing. If you're giving your tithe, if you're giving your offering, if you're giving your seed, please do so tonight. Tuesday nights we do a $20 seed. We're asking tonight for $25 tonight. So please, sir, please, ma'am, thank you all so much. I appreciate you all. If you're going to give, you don't want, Pastor, I don't want to log off until you log off. I'm gonna give tonight. I want you to put that in the chat for me. Put the number 25, put 25 in the chat for me. Put 25 if you're sowing at 25 tonight. If I'm at least 25, if you're sowing at least 25 tonight, put that 25 in the chat for me. Can y'all do that for me? I see y'all. I see the chat moving. I thank y'all so much more than y'all can ever think or imagine. 25. Let me put it in the chat because I'm gonna do mine. I hadn't done it yet, Pastor, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do my 25. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all. Remember while y'all are doing your 25, the ways to give are on the screen. Remember this Sunday, bring your cowboy clothes. This Heritage Sunday, Go Western Sunday, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna be wearing our Western attire this Sunday. I'm going either tomorrow or Thursday and find me some boots. And I'm coming. I'm coming ready. So y'all, please, y'all come on, because we're gonna have a good time in God Sunday. Remember, tomorrow night is our weekly prayer. But everybody, I need everybody that's going to join with me in this 25, at least 25. You're giving your seed. If you're giving your tithe, please still do so. But I'm asking everybody to give to this. The ways to give on the screen. You can scan the QR code to give via Zelle. Apple Pay is info at Everything Victory. Is put in your text info at everythingvictory.org. Put in the text thread. It should pop up Victory Community Church. Once you put that in, you can send your gifts there. PayPal, Zelle, all those ways to give. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you all. I love you all. Thank you all for joining us. Continue to keep us in prayer. Y'all know we leave out with a praise every week. And so my word to you is, as you prepare for your new mind, as you prepare to pull off the old self and put on the new self, this is my word for you. He won't put more on you than you can bear. Be blessed. I love you all. See you all Sunday. I promise you, Sunday is going to be, I said it was going to be amazing last week. You had to be there. Sunday was just, man. I might come back live tomorrow night after prayer. I don't know. It depends on how they do during prayer. We're going to see how prayer works. I might need to come back on and just talk for a little bit. Thank y'all so much. I love you all. See you all Sunday. Be blessed.
Seen lightning flashing from above, but through it all, Daddy love. Good morning. Oh, I've been broken into pieces. See lightning flashing from above. Through Praise him, Minister Rogers. Praise him,